Mindy McIntosh-Shutter from Mindar the Gardening Gnome and Propagating University, and today I'm going to show you how to propagate thick-stemmed begonias. Now, as you can see, this begonia has a really large stem, and the technique I'm going to show you, you can either root in water or you can root in soil, and I'm going to teach you both techniques. The first thing that you're going to need to do is your cutting needs to have at least 2 leaves. And as you can see, I'm not going to count this leaf. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to cut the stem down at the next leaf. I'm also going to cut it at an angle. Now that benefits the cutting because you get better root development, but it also benefits the plant because outside it will rain and water will lay on a horizontal cut versus an angle cut will allow the water to run off and won't cause your plant to rot. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the petals because the plant will continue to send energy to these petals. If I'm going to solely root it in water, I'm going to take a glass of water and I'm going to place it in the water. And I'm going to put this on a sunny windowsill. Now keep in mind, both techniques, if you have any leaves down in this area, they will need to be removed. Leaves that touch water can cause bacterial problems and can cause you to lose your cutting. If you want to root in soil, you will need to have a container of soil. In this example, I'm using a peat pot, or you can use a cardboard milk carton or an egg carton, or just a typical clay pot will work also. You can use a commercial rooting hormone, or you can use honey. Either one of those, what you will need to do is you will need to moisten the tip, dip it in the rooting hormone or honey, and then you will need to simply place it in your pot, pushing it down until the cutting is secure. And make sure that you water thoroughly and don't allow the soil to dry. If the soil dries, you're running a chance of your cutting dying. In a few weeks, you can test to see if the cutting has rooted by simply pulling on it a little bit like this. If you have resistance in the soil, that means that your cutting has rooted. In the water method, just simply pull the cutting out and see if any roots have developed. If they haven't, just put them back in the water and continue monitoring for another few weeks. And that's all there is to it as far as propagating thick-stemmed begonias. So until we meet in the garden again, this has been Mindy McIntosh-Shutter from Mindar the Gardening Gnome and Propagating University.